Hi, I'm Paul Pazolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 5, Section 4, number 28, which reads, the graph of the linear function f is shown in the xy plane above. The slope of the graph of the linear function g is 4 times the slope of the graph of f. So, what's a good idea to do is to do questions in pieces as you go. You have that piece of information, solve it before you look at the rest of the question. Because what happens a lot of times is students will read a question and it'll have like 4 parts to it. Just do the first part. Don't overwhelm yourself reading every part of the question before you start answering. So first, we need the slope of this graph, which is line F. So remember that slope is rise over run. If we look at the y-intercept, which looks like it's 1, 2, 3, and we go up 1, and then we go to the right 1, 2. So the rise is 1, the run is 2. The slope is 1/2. One thing that you do have to watch out for here, sometimes the way the SAT will get you, is that a box will represent 1 going vertically, but it'll represent 2 going horizontally. In other words, the scale will be off. But sure enough, on this scale, you've got 1 up is 1, 1 to the right is 1 as well. So that slope is a true 1/2. If the slope of g is 4 times that, all you do is you multiply that 1/2 by 4, which is the same as 4 over 1. Remember, you could cross cancel when you multiply. And your slope of g is 2. So far, if we're in the form y equals mx plus b, we've got y equals 2x so far. We got to see what the y-intercept is going to be. If we read on, we see if the graph of g passes through the point 0, -4, bingo, the y-intercept is -4. What a lot of times students will do is they'll take their y equals mx plus b and they'll plug 0 and -4 in, 0 in for the x, -4 in for the y, and then solve for the b. But if you remember that 0, -4, whenever you're at the y-intercept, your x is 0, they give you the y-intercept right off the bat. So the y-intercept of our line is -4. And what it's asking you for is g of 9. Remember, another way, a function, another way to say g of x or f of x is another way to say y. So g of x means y. G of 9 also means y. But since you usually see g of x, you could see that the x is replaced by 9. So all you're going to do is in the equation where you see x, you replace it with 9. So it becomes 2 times 9 minus 4. So g of 9 equals 18 minus 4. And you can see that g of 9 equals 14. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with function problems or reading a problem off a graph. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, you could leave that in the comments as well. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.